Hey bike farmers, thanks for clicking in. We've got a really fun video for you today. This is my new Rivendell. We're calling it the Roaduno. It's a Rivendell Roaduno that I've set up as a 2-speed. It's a really weird setup if you haven't seen the other videos, but the 2 speeds are up here in the front. So it's 2 chain rings and 1 cog. And you have to use a chain tensioner. And of course, I think I sprung the spring in the very first video, I think. And I have a replacement spring for the chain tensioner. I also kind of hate having the shifter down here on the down tube. It's only got 1 boss for a shifter to set it up like this. Very oddball bike, but cool, you know? So I'm going to mount a shifter up here and then a cable stop down here. And then we'll control a new front derailleur because this front derailleur I think is wrong too. I got some new bits that I got from Shop Dog Cycle on eBay. I've got enough of these really nice squishy grips to cover the whole handlebars. Let's see here, what else are we gonna do with this? I have a new saddle. I bought a Brooks Flyer, which is a B17 with the springs, although every time I sit on this one, I think it's really comfortable. The problem is it's a little wide here, so the backs of my legs hit it. I don't know. You know, picking out a saddle can be a whole thing. It can take years, I think. So we're gonna try this new shifting system, grips, a bunch of little stuff, improvements along the way. You kick back and relax. I am gonna get started. Okay, first things first. If you see this spring here, see how the coils aren't like perfectly uniform, they're kind of bulging? I think I did that. If you go back and watch the edit like I did, you'll see that at some point I like really wrenched on that and they've never been the same since. Now when I went on a test ride, there was all kinds of skipping and it was problematic back here, which we essentially solved by moving the axle from the very most forward position back, and now this has quieted down considerably. I haven't gotten it to skip again, but I still feel like we lost a lot of tension in that spring. So I reached out to Paul and explained what happened, and they said, well, these springs are pretty robust, but they gave me the benefit of the doubt and sent me this package, which is really cool, actually. And then you'll see, it's a Melvin spring. So, and a smiley face, because everybody's so nice, which is great. So we're gonna open this up and save the packaging because I love it. And ooh, I got another Paul sticker. And here's the spring, right? So we're gonna try to replace the spring somehow. Per the usual, we loosen the brake, which allows us to get the tire through the brake pads. I don't think we have to remove the wheel here, but we're gonna. I'm gonna look for a quick link. Which is right here. Oh, dropped a quick link. Yeah, so I think in its most relaxed state, you want the spring to be chill. And it ain't. What I did is this to it. I spun that all the way around, not thinking about what I was doing. Not knowing what I was doing. Now we get to go fling circlips all across the universe. Okay. So I think to take it apart, we just pop this circlip out. Small screwdriver. Trying to get it so you can see it. Well, I think I did all right. So there's the circlip. Did not go flinging across the universe. Okay, and then, okay, Make sure that we're getting it right. I don't want to mess it up. Okay, so that goes that way. All right. Set that right there. Yeah, so you can see they're different. I don't know. Don't know if it's going to make a difference, but they are different. I mean, that's how it came off. Just like Yao. Right? Why is this so hard for me? Why don't I understand? Oh, there we go. Got her. I don't know what I did there, but to get the circlip on, I needed to find the groove. And there we have it. Okay. All right, let's see if this works. We're going to go ahead and cross thread that in place. The chain goes like that, and up and around. Now I've got zero tension. What did I do? Something's wrong. I'm gonna have to like go back and look at the footage. How is this so different? Okay, I figured it out. I don't know how. I did it off camera. There's a name for that. When the camera's going and you never get anything right. I think it's good content. Oh yeah, that is so much better. I mean, it's like, I know you guys can't feel that, but that's way, way more better, hey. I definitely screwed it up before. So don't crank on your spring and you'll be fine. You know, this is the best chain tensioner on the planet, and if you think better, you would be wrong. Now, here's the deal, is what I'm most curious about is, will the chain skip if we have the wheel all the way forward, right? Was it the chain tension issue, or was it the wheel position issue causing the chain skipping under load? That's what we don't know. And what we're soon to find out. So I'm gonna put this together and then go for a quick test ride and find out. And if it skips, we'll slide the wheel back. Otherwise, I'm leaving it forward. Because, I mean, I know that Rivendell likes the long chain stays, but I think like that's plenty long. Everything's better. Just because I know you want to look at it. You know, I just don't see how chain tension would affect chain skip. But it was only skipping in this position under load, like going up a steep hill. Okay, rear brake doesn't work. Let's go crash. I just rode around the parking lot a few times, slamming on the front brake, cranking on it as hard as I can, and it didn't skip. Whereas it was skippity dippity doo-dah all the time before in this forward position. I think we fixed it. So here it is, I'm calling it fixed. And here's some, you can see all this evidence of my folly. You know, where we just like are damaging the paint. I really wish that wasn't there. Alas, it is. I got a little Sif cleaner here. It's like a polish. I mean, that's not gonna work. I don't want to polish too deep and like scrape all that paint off. If I knew that this was stainless, which I doubt it is, then I would like scrape all the paint off, get down to the bare stainless, but it's just cosmetic. It just shows I'm imperfect. But I don't know, I guess I do have a YouTube channel that shows how imperfect I am twice a week. So what do I care? Hey. Yabba, yabba. All right, and since we moved the wheel, we got to readjust our pads. You know, who loves caliper brakes? Bike Farmer loves caliper brakes. I mean, it is just the easiest darn thing. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm not spending half my morning trying to adjust canties, that means I can spend my afternoons watching YouTube and taking a nap. That's what I'm talking about. You can see all this dust. Dust on the rim. That's all from the Glacial Drumlin Trail, which is primarily where I'm gonna ride this. You know, this is like a rail to trail bike. Behold, furniture polish. Just gonna kind of clean her up a little bit here. Because if we're gonna put fenders and everything on this, you know, the idea with fenders is to keep that dust off all the important stuff. Keeps the bike cleaner. It's not just wet, it's also dust. And things like chain tensioners or derailleurs and chains and stuff. I mean, it helps, but they're always gonna get dust in them. But just for the sake of good content. Okay, on to the next thing. This front derailleur is a SACHS, right? S-A-C-H-S, old school front derailleur that I really wanted to use on this bike just because it's like weird and different. But it doesn't work very good. I had to work hard to get it to this point and it just doesn't work very good. So I'm taking it off. I'm gonna try something else completely. To get at it, we gotta take this water bottle cage off. Okay, and I have little spacers behind this that help the mounting. Oh, I dropped the spacer and the bolt. And then this here clamp is a different tool size. Oh, I dropped my wrench. Butterfingers today. For those of you playing the Ope drop to whatever drinking game, you're welcome. Where's my quick link? Where's my quick link? Where's my quick link, Clementine? Here you are. Okay, yeah, there's some tension. Tension. It's good tension. Good tension today. That's the new one. Shimano 600 Arabesque. This fancy schmancy fluty flu stuff is called Arabesque. Alright, it's kind of nice. This I cleaned with some rust remover and really got it shiny. This I didn't, and I probably should. So what that looks like, little Rust-Oleum rust dissolver. It's just the bolt, basically. Okay, and we're gonna let that fester. Get it all over your hands. Okay, let's go find out that this doesn't fit. Come on. Catch a thread, will you? Come on. What is going on here? What is... All right, we're gonna pull that out. Bring that up. So it's like right above the screw there. This is as far down as we can go. And if you pinch her tight, the bolt goes through. Okay, now we can catch the thread. So the problem I'm having is the clamp won't let it go down anymore. I would put it down a bit more if I could. It doesn't appear to be straight. Now before I go doing all of the shifter and everything, I'm just going to use the cable and the shifter that's on it right now to test, make sure that we're good to go. Okay. Well, it's not rubbing, but it wants to. So we'll do micro adjustment there. Oh, that is so much smoother. All right, it's not shifting down. Loosen the cable. I would take this barrel or limit screw, back it out. See how that just relaxes everything down? That'll help it shift. Still not shifting. I think that's as low as she goes. I mean, we could try to bend it just a smidge. Right there. But I hate to bend that beautiful derailleur. Okay, I'm convinced that it's gonna work. This cable does us no good anymore. Remember how long it took to figure this out? So here's the cable stop. All right. That looks good, huh? All right. Barrel adjuster turns pretty good. Back it out a couple turns. Give us a little bit of adjustment there, although I really don't need it for this sort of thing. So I went on eBay and I found an actual Shimano clamp for one shifter. Stem clamp. Oh, but dropped the nut. And it's actually new old stock. So we're gonna put that right there. And then the other day I was thinking about this project and I'm like, man, I'm gonna have to figure out hardware for that whole situation. So I did. Found a nice stainless bolt and nut, some washers. And this is gonna need to be perfectly straight or I'm gonna be staring at it the whole time I ride. It's gonna drive me nuts. And that can just be cranked on. My bolt is a little long. I mean, I'm splitting hairs, right? But if I could go find a bolt that's 5 threads shorter, I should use it. How'd I do? Yeah, it's really good. I've got this length of old school housing that I really want to fit, and it really won't. So I have this longer length of old school housing that is definitely long enough, but it means I gotta cut it. I think, you know, you just really want this as tight as possible, you know, clean lines, right? Man, I don't know if I want that metal housing rubbing against the frame. Know what I mean? I don't think I have any gray housing though. I'll look around. I found a piece of rubber coated old school housing. Got this from Simworks for my Rambouillet build. What do you think of that, everybody? Does it look smart? It's gotta look smart. Brass ferrules. So we're back to this thing, which I just realized, I mean, the rust cleaner, I guess, kind of will take off corrosion and clean things, but I really, truly only need, which side? This side, right? I only need the one side. Go like that with it. So assuming that what I'm putting it on is the same, I can reuse all this hardware, but that all looks like it needed to be cleaned up, right? That rust remover stuff is kind of nasty. Dawn Power Wash, which just died. Like the speed degreaser, it really just kind of blasts everything clean. It's pretty amazing stuff. Okay, so we've got all these parts completely shuffled up, but clean as a gall dang whistle there. This thing is misshapen. Oh, It's very fragile. It's French for fragile. Okay. Now we got to figure out how it goes back together. Okay, well, I can already see we've got trouble. In the old one, that thing was square all the way. And that was in there. This one only wants to go on so far. All right, so it stops there. We need to space that out somehow. I just found this. Huh. Well, I don't know why that metal thing was in there. How precise does this really need to be? Let's find out. This little lock washer thing should keep it from loosening up. Worst case scenario is you put some Loctite on it. You know, I just greased it, but I mean, why wouldn't that work just fine? You know, when you take it apart, there's a metal spacer right there. And I just don't know if there's enough room for both. It's the little things that take most of the time. You know, this should be really straightforward stuff. But trying to get, oh, I dropped that thing. Oh, I dropped the shifter. It's just really tough. I mean, maybe if I could fart around with it without the camera. But what I'm trying to do is get this thing in there as well, right? So that's gotta, okay, so that just snapped in. And then maybe if I strategically try to get this to also snap in. Yeah, this piece just doesn't fit quite right. So we're gonna have to call it good. This says Shimano 600 on it, so I like it. All right, it's good enough for who it's for, you know? I mean, it's pretty. Right? And I mean, it's just gonna be that much movement. So that's really cool. Tighten that down. Okay, I'm okay with that. Drifted away on me a little bit there. Just put a little bit of lube back there for good measure. All right, shifty cable. I'm stepping on it. Real quick way to lube a cable at this point is to just take your tri-flow and drop it. Ka-ching! Baka-wachow! Plastic cable guide underneath. Okay, and then this derailleur has a little hidey hole to come through. All right, we know our limit screws are pretty good. Or, I mean, only thing we can do to improve this would be to put in a 3mm longer bottom bracket, which is kind of a pain in the ass, and I don't really want to do it. So hopefully we can get this to work really, really good. All right, and I still have a purple cable tip. Yeah, see, it's just hesitant. I mean, that's where I'm going to be 98% of the time. Going uphill, just a little hesitant. Okay, so that really went well. Now we're going to add some grips to these bars. Uh-oh, just did that too much. But first we got to get these grips off. And let's see here, what's the best way? All right, so I just took it for a jammer around the block, and really my hands want to go out on this curb. So I'm gonna cut these off. I just really don't like this. I think it's ugly and just doesn't look good. So hopefully I didn't scratch up my bars too much, and hopefully I don't scratch up my bars too much doing this. But we're gonna cut these out and sacrifice a pair of grips. It's all right, they're only a few bucks. Not a big deal. You know, sometimes you gotta pay for an education. Okay, yeah, you can see I did do a little bit of damage in there. That kind of sucks. It's nice to have everything. I don't mind like scratches from use, but scratches from being a stupid hack YouTube mechanic, that kind of bothers me a little. Yeah, just having them out here on the bends, I think that's the stuff. That doesn't look so bad, right? Okay, and then that means that we got room for the crane bell, which will hide some of my folly. Hopefully this sits high enough that it won't compete with the grip or the clamp for the brake lever. Oh man, it looks good too. That is loud AF. All right, I almost hate to cover up the cool Arabesque artwork on this front derailleur clamp, but I like the bottle cage here. Now, I do have a big ride planned on this bike coming up, and I'm gonna want a second water bottle, but I think for the most part I'll only use the one water bottle because this is just kind of a bug out bike. You know, I think this afternoon, once I get this thing built up and done, I'm gonna go ride, 15 miles, do my little gravel around the lake out in the country kind of thing. And usually for 15 miles I only need one bottle, so I'm really thinking this is the right saddle for this bike. I have a Brooks Flyer in the box over here, brand new one, that I don't know. I mean, I've tried to get Brooks Flyers to be comfortable on upright bikes, without success. So I'm gonna slide this back and I'm gonna maybe point it down a smidge. Okay, there we go. I think micro adjustments on a saddle can make a ton of difference in the comfort of your bicycle. And I wasn't really paying attention on that last test ride, but if I remember the last time I was riding this bike, I'm like, man, if I tilted the saddle down and slid it back a little bit, I can kind of put my butt, you know, right here and might be comfortable. Because this bike really does throw you back. I mean, I'm sitting straight up on it. It's nice. And then I have this little saddle bag, which, I don't know, it just doesn't seem like enough luggage. But like I said, I think I'm gonna put racks on this bike. Okay, well, I just took it for a good test ride. Angled the seat down a bit and slid it back, and then put the seat post down a smidge. I lowered the handlebars a bit at the stem, tilted them back a little bit, and then moved these grips inward. And everything is really feeling a little more dialed. I really don't think I'm gonna ever need anything more than a saddle bag. This one will do, but I really think a black carrot ice bag with the white straps is the way to go, so I'm gonna order one. And then I just need some bottle cages. I'd like to have 2 cages on it, I think. So I think I wanna go for a bike ride. What do you think? Should you come with?